And welcome to another edition of Picks, Parlays, and Pints, brought to you by Utopia at 12th and Lind, and by our friends at Heck Gaming. I'm Bob Goff.
Shane Holsey.
And I've had better weeks.
Me too. Let's hope you didn't tail everything we...
No. This was one of those times where you probably should have just faded everything we did. My first lock of the week to lose, because Mizzou didn't cover the 10, but that's okay. I did some live in-game stuff and made up some ground on that one, so that was good. Of course, if you do enjoy placing a wager or two, that's fine, but don't get carried away. 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-BETS-OFF. Bet with your head, not with your heart, all that stuff. Unless you're a Missouri Tiger fan, then you're always going to bet with your heart. So anyway, so a big week coming up, a great week in the top 25. But let's talk about our locals first. And the Culver Stockton Wildcats hosting William Penn as they lost in a shootout last week.
That was an unbelievable game. They're down 19 at halftime. I think they're dead in the water. Then all of a sudden they take the lead in the final minutes. Defense couldn't quite hold it. I think we. As Shuck and Dewar pointed out on their podcast, I think defense is optional in the heart. It sure seems that way.
It's been that way. Yeah, Culver has had some very potent offenses the last few years, and that seems to be the case again this year. Always a lot of fun to watch, and they are at home this week. As far as our friends at Quincy University, a little deceiving matchup.
Yeah. 0-3 Wayne State, but that's a much better team than their record would indicate.
They've traditionally been a good team.
They've traditionally been pretty good. That's going to be a tough test up in Detroit.
And of course, the good win over the Blue Tigers last week for QU. Illinois, ouch, oof, ugh.
Belt to ass special.
I have not had a chance to, my friend Cody Hageman, who runs Rivosity with his wife Kayla, he showed up, was on Club Muddy last week wearing his Illini hoodie, as I had my Mizzou gear on, and he said he had to represent. I hope he didn't burn that hoodie, because I don't think anybody saw that coming.
I don't think anybody saw the beatdown that game was, but I think says a lot more about Indiana than it does about Illinois. We talked last year. Yes, Indiana deserved to be in the playoff. Were they going to win a game in the playoff? Probably not. This team is this Indiana team looks a little different.
And Illinois gets no time to recover because the Trojans are rolling into Champaign this week.
Yep.
And they looked good. I watched a lot of that Michigan State game.
And dare we say, maybe for the first time ever, USC maybe underrated pretty much all year. People look at the schedule, oh, they haven't played anybody. Well, they've boat raced everybody they played.
And they are not, it's not Pac-10, Pac-12, Pac-8, if you're as old as I am, throwing it all around the yard. They're physical.
They're physical. They run the ball. They're improved on defense. Not saying they're defensive powerhouse by any means. That's just not a Lincoln Riley team necessarily. But they're at least adequate on that side of the ball, and with that offense, the way they move people around, and they can throw the ball around the yard too. So
speaking of also colleges, we forgot our friends at WIU. Don't want to forget about them. It just depends which team shows up, it seems like.
Well, and that's a tough trip up there. The red field up at Roos Field at Eastern Washington, and that offense is going to put up some points. It's just almost the same story with Culver. They're going to score 28, 31 points a game. Can the defense hold? And against a good offense like Eastern Washington, it's going to be tough.
And now this week,
Western
battle. The Fighting Don O'Briens of EIU with the Leathernecks. Also, of course, on the college ranks, the Missouri Tigers, a big win over South Carolina. Sellers ended up playing, and he's good.
There's a reason why he was one of the favorites for Heisman Trophy.
And for the number 1 overall pick. Mm-hmm. He has a cannon.
Yes.
He had some throws.
He's a stud.
But Mizzou, I'll tell you what, this is a balanced team. This is a good team. Us Mizzou fans and alums, we tend to get our hearts broken a lot. And we always say, oh, this year's going to be different. Man, I mean, the way they just run the ball and the quarterback and now the secondary could use some work.
Yes.
But get a little bit of a break this week for homecoming. The Minutemen coming in for homecoming. Then a week off, and then whoa, Nelly, roll Tide! Alabama rolls in.
That's gonna be a doozy.
That's I tell you what, if they beat Alabama
that's
or at least
game.
make it, that's okay. Mizzou is legit. So let's take a look at some of our top. It's like we said,
it's a
big week. Big week. Top 25 in college football. I guess the game of the weekend is Penn State, Oregon. I
mean, you could make a case for 3 or 4 different games this week. That's the scheduling dynamic for Oregon. That's tough. And Penn State coming off a bye at home, wide out, night game, young Oregon team going on the road. I mean, yes, they went on the road to Northwestern, but really going on the road for the first time in a hostile environment. Everything is saying take Penn State at least to win the game. It is what 3.5 I think is the latest line.
Yep.
I mean that hook will get you sometimes. I'd probably lean Penn State to win, but it's going to be it's no more than a lean at this point.
Also, reflecting back to Missouri, also in the top 25 at number 20, Missouri 44.5 over the Minutemen. Big number. Big number. I think that means they think Mizzou's for real with that kind of number. I mean, if you're looking at a low 30s number, okay, I'll take a shot at that. 44.5. It is UMass, but still. So, like we said, several big top 25 games. Georgia, Bama.
That one always delivers.
So yeah, that's going to be that's a slobber knocker, as Keith Jackson used to say. Georgia favored by 3 at home.
Yeah, that's basically home field. It's basically a pick 'em.
Alabama seems to have righted the ship, maybe, but I still think the Dogs look pretty good in that one. Iowa State is a 6.5 point favorite over Arizona.
That's a fun one. That's an underrated game this week. Noah Fafita and the Wildcats can sling it around the yard. Iowa State's been a little inconsistent, but I think Rocco Becht has the goods to get it done.
Ole Miss only a 1.5 favorite over LSU.
Some would argue wrong team favored, but Ole Miss at home. The Grove's going to be absolutely rocking. Trinidad Chambliss, one of the best names in college football, D2 national champion at Ferris State. The quarterback for Ole Miss. Austin Simmons is dealing with there's some questions as to who's going to play, but I think Trinidad Chambliss may have, dare I say, maybe taken the job away. LSU still can't run the ball. Now Ole Miss's defense is against the run is not good whatsoever. Something's got to give. So I would lean I would take Ole Miss.
That plus LSU money line plus 100 is very tempting.
Just take the 1.5 if you're going to go that.
But it's plus 100 as opposed to minus 110.
That's marginal. Marginal. If they're giving you a 1.5, you might as well take it.
Okay, fine. Iowa hosting Indiana. We just talked about the Indiana folks a little earlier, and the Hoosiers rolling into Kinnick.
And this doesn't seem to be your grandfather's Iowa either. No. They're not great on special teams. The defenses look leaky. They put up 38 against Rutgers, I think it was.
Yeah, was it last year or 2 years ago where the Iowa under was like the safest bet in college football?
It's been like the last 15 years.
But not this time. You're right. Indiana favored by 7.5 on the road.
7.5. That tells you they think Indiana. If you're favored at Iowa by more than a touchdown, that means the books think you're for real. Here's my thing on that. I would rather be proven wrong by Iowa showing up and giving Indiana a game than being proved wrong by Indiana going out and beating them by 4 touchdowns.
48.5. I can't remember a game where Iowa was involved in where the over-under line was that high.
I believe at Rutgers, it was 50.5.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I think.
Well, again, like you said, not your dad's Hawkeyes anymore.
No.
So, And again, a lot of hay made online I saw about Kirk Ferentz being the all-time winningest Big Ten coach. Iowa people puffing their chests out.
Well, now he's the longest tenured coach.
25 years.
He is the long.
2 conference titles.
Yeah.
2. That's it. You know, if you're
longevity.
if you got a Big Ten Mount Rushmore, Kirk Ferentz ain't on it. I'm sorry, he's not.
Good ball coach, but
yeah. He ain't Woody, he ain't Bo, he ain't Joe Pa. Now some people say, well, Joe Pa was only in the Big Ten. I don't care. I'd put Urban Meyer on there. I'd put Tressel there. I'd put Harbaugh there.
Yeah.
Before I'd put he wins 7 or 8 games every year, and if you're an Iowa fan and you're happy with that, good for you. Hey, don't get me wrong. Us folks at Mizzou ain't won nothing in a long, long time, and my people say might not won nothing ever. But I'm not saying Gary Pinkel was the all-time greatest coach in the Big 12 history either. So let's pump the brakes on Kirk Ferentz's. I'll give him the Hall of Fame. I'm not giving him Mount Rushmore of Big Ten. Just not doing it. Not going to happen. Not on my watch, Mister. So, NFL games. I got smoked on the NFL last week. It was a bad week, except for the Eagles and that ridiculous backdoor cover.
Don't even tell me about it.
Sorry that you got fried on. And then some touchdown props I picked up a little later on. Thursday night, Seahawks, Cardinals, and the Seahawks are favored
on the road. That's a fun one. It's who do you trust more, Sam Darnold or Kyler Murray? And the Cardinals have been. You think of Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray, and you think high-powered, high-scoring games. Well, they've played a lot of low-scoring, tight games. In division game, short week. I don't have a pick right this second. The Seahawks look like the better team. Yes, they played the Saints, who I don't know, barely qualifies an NFL team now.
Worst team in the league. By a mile, worst team in the league right now.
Yeah, sure looks that way. I would lean Seattle. Nothing's screaming at me either way, but I would lean Seattle.
I'm taking Cardinals in the under.
Okay.
Cardinals in the under for tonight.
I like the under.
We're heading overseas for the first time, and the Vikings and the Steelers in Ireland. So Vikings, of course. Oh boy, hello. I thought somebody on this podcast said Carson Wentz would be just fine. Now the conspiracy theories are out there that maybe J.J. McCarthy's not hurt that bad, and they're just like keeping him out because
there's always going to be
conspiracies. There's always that, yeah. So anyway, who do you like in this one?
I like taking underdogs in situations like this. Maybe I might wait till that gets to 3.5. I don't like that 2.5. That's basically picking them to win. But if they give me 3.5 with the Steelers, I'll take it. Now that the Patriots just literally gift wrapped the game to Pittsburgh last week, but Pittsburgh did stay. Credit, they won the game. They went up 14-0, scored right off the bat, and were able to hold on. And I feel like that Vikings performance last week may have been a little bit of a. I mean, obviously it is an aberration. You're not going to score 50 points every week,
right? With
Carson Wentz. I felt that the Bengals were kind of defeated and kind of laid over and died.
It's one other thing though regarding the international games. I always like the unders in them. It's 40.5.
Well, I'm trying to remember the last time these teams played. 2013 in Ireland.
Yeah.
And I believe the score was like 34-27.
Ooh, well, that shoots that theory out the window. So maybe I'm just thinking Super Bowl 9.
I was in London.
I'm thinking Super Bowl 9 and 16-6.
And I was hearing, I heard somewhere about the last time the Steelers were, I think it was that game in London, where the travel messed with them and guys were falling asleep in team meetings because of the time change and all this stuff. But I mean, that was 12 years ago. Who knows if that, I don't know. Take that for what it's worth. What
I think looks like the game of the week: Eagles at Bucks. Eagles favored 3.5 on the road against Baker and the Cardiac Bucks.
You're giving me Baker as a dog.
Yeah, Baker is a 3.5 dog.
The Eagles.
And the Eagles, after they pull one out of their
oh my gosh,
wazoo last week.
26-7. I like the Bucks as a. I mean, you're giving me 3.5 points with Baker at home.
Yeah. So okay. So
I'll take it.
I like Baker too. I think he is on a roll. We're going to stay away from some of those nasty, other dirty South matchups. But the Bears, after the big week, and you got to say something for Coach Eberflus. He couldn't develop Caleb Williams until last week.
My gosh.
Luther Burton touchdown, by the way, M-I-Z.
Z-O-U.
So, yeah, Bears, but the Raiders are, it is a home game. Raiders favored at home.
It's kind of teeter-totter depending on where you look.
Now, apparently in Vegas, Vegas has kind of got that LA Chargers thing going on right now where a lot of the visiting fans show up just because it's Vegas and what have you. Bears fans travel.
They do.
So, Bears. I like the Bears.
Could be recency bias, but nothing's told me the Raiders are a better team than the Bears right now.
No.
Nothing is telling me.
I'm going to take the Bears. So, Ravens Chiefs.
Loser goes to 1-3.
And Ravens favored at Arrowhead.
Yes.
Or Gia Field or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's Arrowhead.
Yeah.
2.5.
Okay, you looked at this matchup preseason. Week 4, Ravens, Chiefs. One of these teams after this week is going to be 1-3.
Yeah.
Who in their right mind would have even come close to doing that?
No way.
That Ravens defense looked susceptible last week. Now, obviously, the Lions may have the best offense in the league,
and the Chiefs' offense has been
oh my goodness,
very sluggish this year.
Gosh,
I'm going to take the Raiders because I think they're Ravens. I think they're going to bounce back.
I think I'll side with you on that one.
I think they're going to bounce back.
That would have to be CBS. Maybe the game of the week there. I would imagine
so. That or Eagles Bucks or Ravens Chiefs. Those two games I think both are the standouts for this week. Yeah. The Micah Parsons Bowl is Sunday afternoon.
How fun is that going to be?
And the Packers -7.5. Now I will going to do my Micah Parsons sack prop bet, which has not hit the last 2 weeks.
You have
but I'm going to this week.
It's in Dallas.
I might even do 2.
I would say there's no wait. How high can we go here?
Yeah, how many sacks can I
bet on
prop
to
that
score
on?
a touchdown? That's the
an interception, a fumble, 2 touchdowns, and they'll even have him run back a punt.
Yeah, why not?
So Packers going to cover this all day long, right?
So,
even though they had that.
Give me the 6.5. I'm seeing some.
Oh, you're getting 6.5. I'd buy that down to 6.5. Packers though last week, man, the Browns defense is legit.
I tell you, the Browns are a feisty bunch. That defense gets after you. They're going to play a lot of those 13-10 kind of games. They're going to keep a lot of games close. Will they win most of them? Probably not. But
funny you say that. The Lions are still 10-point favorites.
Yeah.
So
in Detroit though.
In Detroit, but I could see maybe taking a taste of the Browns on that one. To 10 points is a lot, as I found out last week.
Yeah, you have fun with that.
Yeah,
betting against the Lions is dangerous.
That's true. So still got those Rams fans out there. The Rams are favored by 3 over the Niners. Do we know if Purdy's back yet or not? No, Rams Niners. Or I'm a week ahead. I'm a week ahead.
They're 3.5-point favorites though.
Okay, there you go.
Against the
Colts?
Indiana Jones.
That's Rams Colts. All right. So Rams up 3. Rams 3.5. Yeah, you like them to cover?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about Monday night, just because they're Monday night. We get a doubleheader on Monday night.
Goodness.
Big fan.
Hide the children.
The first game
shield your eyes.
Abysmal. Jets Dolphins. Dolphins favored by 3.5.
Somebody's got to win, I guess.
That's
like a tie.
Home team, maybe.
Somebody's got to win.
Maybe Fields quarterbacks. Maybe I don't know.
I would lean Dolphins.
Tampa Bay needed Baker to be Baker to win that game, and last time I checked,
there were some shenanigans. There's some they have a pick 6 and
I'm just saying. Last time I checked,
field goal.
Last time I checked, Tua is not Baker.
He is Tua Tagovailoa. Baker Mayfield is Baker Mayfield. So
this
is true.
See, I knew this. So last one we're going to do Broncos Bengals, and the Broncos 7.5 over the Bengals.
I mean, nothing's telling me to take the Bengals in any scenario right now. And yes, the Broncos lost to the Chargers, but they very easily could have won that game. The Chargers are looking like maybe the class of the AFC right now. So I would lean Broncos. Maybe get that to 6.5 again. I hate laying that 7.5 bet.
Yeah.
Just get it down to 6.5, and I'm
always try to buy it down. My lock of the week is going to be the Packers to cover and throw in the Micah Parsons sack prop bet to give you a little more juice there. Okay. That's my lock of the week.
Okay. I give me the Bucks at home. Baker getting points at home.
Nice.
I can't pass that up.
All right. So, hey, we've got some great picks here. A lot of fun. Thanks for watching us. The numbers are growing on the viewership, which is always great to see. And again, thank you for doing this. Bet with your head, bet with your heart. Not with your heart. You know what I'm trying to say. Bet with your
heart, not with your,
All right.
Your head, not with your heart.
I want to thank Billy and the gang here at Utopia for letting us hang out and do this, and also our friends at Heck Gaming for helping us bring you pints, parlays, and picks. And we'll see you next week.